blocking or FADCing against fireballs, or just to make small gains. No huge risks or gambles besides just jump-ins. No big damage gambles so far. Steve Ace pressuring him in the corner. Good counter hit set up right there. A little bit of damage. Lud trying to footsie his way out of the corner. Wow, stand strong. Trade right there coming down as Steve with the roundhouse. Lud's command of Chun-Li's buttons is second to very few, as Steve H tries to push him back into the corner so he can try to juggle him with that corner. Wow, that cross up, down forward roundhouse. I don't know which way you would have known. I don't know how you would have known which way to block that. Other side, same side. I don't know. Full combo from Lud right there. Ooh, Steve very close to level 3 focus. Looking like he's trying to get into Lud's head, find a way to land that ultra. He's got the 2 meters that he needs now, but not a lot of time. Lud has footsied Steve into frustration. And the... I think Lud takes it. I think Lud's got a little bit more life as he ultra scammed and... Yeah. I think perhaps an EX uppercut from Steve right there might have been able to skank him a little bit of damage that he needed, but the ultra scam from Lud, I think, wore the clock down pretty satisfactorily. Anyway. Reversal uppercut right there. Steve breaks the momentum that Lud was able to start. Lud 50% at 78 seconds in. Full punish right there. Stand roundhouse, big damage. Unscaled roundhouse and an EX legs. And Steve is down to 20%. Oh, big jump in. Steve looking to generate some more tricky offense with the focus. Lud is not falling for it. These two players are very familiar. They have played each other in finals of many tournaments. Steve, though, a reaction god. The P Groove master of CVS2. You can't slip anything by him. And Lud tries to sneak one in with the fireball. Steve's ready for it. Ultra full damage. And Steve takes a round. Not going down without a fight. This is the first member of each player's team. Following up, I do believe we'll have Juice Box for Steve's team. Lud's team is comprised of Dr. Chaos and DMG Ryder. Wow, that's a strong team. I'm intimidated. Steve still aggressively trying to push into the corner. Lud footseeing him out of range. Already done 60%. Comfortably taking exactly no risks. Wow, incredible footsies right there. Full screen nearly. low roundhouse. Feels like full screen. Really just full range though. Steve looking for something. Taking small risks, but you can't take small risks forever. Still taking damage on the way in. Got something right there. A mistake after the focus anti-air. Steve is able to get the focus DP. Steve is able to DP the focus and get big damage. Another knockdown, and Steve is quickly taking the life lead. Counter hit. Set up with the Tiger knee. And Steve landed an overhead. Has got into Lud's head. There's a knockdown he's looking for. Goes for the overhead. Goes for the cross-up, I'm sorry. Not good. Steve is ready for it that time. Wakes up with an EX knee. I do not know exactly how the hitboxes went on that one. I'm sorry, it's not DMG Ryder. It's DMG Info. That will be following up. And we've got a special guest for you right now, so let him introduce himself to you because I'm just meeting him for the first time right now.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you, man. I gotta say your commentary was excellent.
Thank you.
I say my name is Jalil Beck from FocusAttack.com.
What's up, Jalil?
Hey, it's good to be here, man. It's definitely good to be here. I'm sitting and watching the craziness go on. It's just astounding. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody over here.
High level play, man.
Yeah, it's definitely high level play. I'm just I'm watching Ryan right now, Info from DMG come on. And I've been pretty much following him ever since he got on here. He's been kind of the shining star of the team. And definitely he's going to show us what he can do. We had a special Hori pad, Fighting Commander pad, made for him.
For Info?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not so much made, but we're customized for him. Yeah. We wanted the buttons switched around and dual modded. Which is unheard of.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's really sweet. Bringing something straight to the player, you know, something for like, you know, the gritty level people that are out there going out and playing every week, playing every day, trying to just get better.
That man was going to make some good use of it, so we figured that'll be the one thing. He asked me in Evo, is it something that we can possibly do? And I said, you know what, let's talk about it. I'd say about a few weeks later, I got in touch with Gumon from SRK Tech Talk. Told him about what we were looking for. He found a TE stick PCB for the Xbox 360. Went ahead and put that in. I don't know how he did it, but he did it.
Wow.
It was incredible. He put that in there and switched the buttons around, and what he is playing with right now is that joypad.
He's actually playing on a TE stick PCB on his pad right now, DMG Enthal.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna basically, we're gonna go ahead and see this. I think he'll win because he's going to me and he said, dude, I love it. I've been kicking butt left and right. I think he's really going to go ahead and show us what he can do with this stick.
Well, I have interviewed Enthal, and I know that he is a hardcore player. He's really a student of the game.
Yes.
He studies, so, you know, every little technical advantage that he gets, I know that he's going to use it to the fullest.
I was going to say, he can most likely exploit just about every single attack I've seen out of him. He's been able to exploit, look for frame advantages, see if he can possibly get something together here. But it's like I said, he's commanding him. Just the same thing that Sagat was able to do beforehand, he's doing it right now.
Exactly. This is widely considered probably a tough fight for Sagat for that reason, just as Fei Long has such good ground mobility and such great buttons to poke out there. But Steve, though, Steve is a CVS2 player, which you hear the crowd yelling out right now. He loves to push buttons too, and he will make it work for him.
As we're seeing right now, it's almost he's definitely putting the pressure on him. It's funny to watch that.
Amazing to land a DP just out of nowhere, really, and then generating huge offense. DMG Enthal was in great control right there. Pushed Steve all the way into the corner.
I know.
But Steve was calm with his back against the wall.
Exactly. And sometimes you end up with that kind of reaction time. Let's see what happens here.
DMG Enthal again pushing Steve into the corner, but Steve calmly throwing him back into the corner.
I think he knows. He knows DMG Enthal's his gameplay.
Very interesting. Steve is playing very smart right now. He's letting Enthal be comfortable in the part of the game that he excels at, walking in right there and putting those buttons out there. But he's staying calm when it happens.
And that's the thing, though. It's like you got a rush down character like Fei Long right now, and you almost have to. They're both because of Sagat's reach. I mean, you're basically doing your very best to keep him out of the box, and that's what he's doing right now.
Right. Landing that low fierce from full range right there. You see, Enthal is playing a very complete game right now. From every range, he is using every button that he can. But Steve H's reactions are just so great right now that Enthal is just being forced to take risks.
All he's trying to do is he's trying to pick him off, and which is basically what he's doing right now, which is incredible. And see if he can possibly find an opening here.
Making Enthal go totally unorthodox, and then reading it and uppercutting. Wow, Steve H. Taking Enthal down to the wire.
I really did not expect that.
But sealing it convincingly with 2 rounds. Totally forcing Enthal out of his box right there. And some unorthodox play. The stand forward kick, FADC, just trying to do something unexpected to generate something big right there.
He really
impressive from both of them.
I know. He wanted to rush him.
He did rush. He did rush. And it just not quite enough. It was just great on both levels, and Steve just got the best of him that time.
That is, I think, really, it's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those matches that Enthal's going to go back and say, okay, is there something else I can possibly do? Am I playing more footsies at this point? Do I go ahead and hang back a little bit? It's hard to do that with this character, really, because Fei Long, he doesn't have fireballs. He needs to go ahead and be able to get some distance with some of his kicks, but it's not possible.
Just for you, for those of you all that have just joined us, this is, of course, GVN Summer Jam 4. I am Ski Sonic here with Jaleel Beck from FocusAttack.com. And we're just going to give our sponsor some love. Or you're going to give your sponsor some love? How is this working? Are you a sponsor for DMG? Is DMG a sponsor for you? Okay. We're just going to give some love to the sponsor for DMG. And also, of course, give some service due to DMG, the team that we're seeing right now. Enthal, Lud, Dr. Chaos. Who else is on your roster?
Let's see. Rico Suave's over here. I'm trying to think of the rest of the group. I'm trying to think of everybody here. Burn Your Bra is on here.
All right.
I know I'm bad. I'm just actually getting to know everybody from DMG.
It's all right.
Looking at if you go ahead and look at the back of their shirts, that's how I'm finding out by everybody at this time.
That's all right. It's great to see that kind of relationship in the industry sprouting up right now, you know?
Yeah, I like the fact that we are seeing more teams get together, especially for Street Fighter. We're seeing more organized teams. You really got to have that. If you're going to be able to compete with the, the StarCraft,
right, the first for the Halos,
exactly.
Right.
So there's got to be some representation and organization here through big teams.
Yeah.
And that's where you go ahead and you get the sponsors. Right now, I'm probably the small end of things for DMG, and I'm actually hopeful that I am going to be small compared to what they end up getting eventually. You know, I'll be able to keep up with them, hopefully.
All right.
But I'd rather have DMG make themselves known to various groups. You want to go ahead and hit the Pepsis and the Cokes, and you have to have that kind of representation in order for Street Fighter as a whole to be better represented in the mainstream of competitive gaming.
All right. Well, I'm wishing you best of luck in that. But right now in the match, we got your DMG. Dr. Chaos doing a great job against Steve right now. He took that first round very, very convincingly, but Steve is able to land some of that big damage. Even though Sagat has been a little bit nerfed in this game, the low vitality Akuma still bleeds at every fierce punch landed by Steve, and Steve knows how to land them. But Dr. Chaos has pushed him into the corner, and he's full stocked. That Raging Demon is so dangerous, unjumpable. The super version is unjumpable up close, so
the pace was incredible.
Steve Ace with the jumping right there. Nice bait out there. Unexpected Dragon Punch, but Dr. Chaos totally read it. Didn't get a great punish though. And a bit of a position reset. But Dr. Chaos keeps pressuring, gets Steve into the corner after about 50%, after about 50% dealt, and keeps the vortex going. The Yomis, the cross-ups are totally preventing Steve from waking up with any type of button. So Dr. Chaos is just landing that vortex all over the place right now. Steve is totally flustered and just letting those dragon punches rip. He doesn't know what to do. Wow, great link right there from Dr. Chaos.
He's keeping the combinations going though.
Finally, Steve gets a little bit of fresh air after landing a couple roundhouses. He's able to walk backwards without Dr. Chaos landing back into his face. 3 standing roundhouses, and Dr. Chaos is right down to 40%. There's great reactions to Steve H again. Is it good? It is good. It is the great reactions from Steve H. Go ahead, nothing got this guy out of the match. Full combo. Dr. Chaos.
Oh my goodness.
Wrong side. No block right there.
Little picks. That's all it took. That's all it took.
Rare from the great reactions that Steve H did not. I'll go. Did not pay off, and I'm gonna hop in.
All right, have back on the mic. Ski playing right now. Steve H. Almost had that Steve H bullshit beating on Chaos.
No problem. I was scared I was going to get Sanford out there with the seconds. So I was like, yo, I seen that match, nigga. I was like, oh, it's Jaleel.
How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you, man.
All right, of course, DMG always strong. DMG Dr. Chaos with that Akuma. He already got the cowboy hat. He's moving on now.
Yeah, I swear. He's definitely moving on. We saw that thing. He said these turtles got special powers. I'm sitting there going, okay, man.
Yeah, Chaos came down. He came down to Baltimore last weekend, and I played him in top 8. He fucked me up. It was free. I'm not gonna lie, it was free.
That's a man that knows how to put on the pressure.
Real quick. I know everyone is excited about Juicebox being signed. I was just offered a sponsorship by Team Nah. I've got the shirt right now. Team Nah. I'm now sponsored too. Team Nah. Let's get to the match.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Chaos, PhD, T-Boss Legend on the left with that Akuma, Ski Sonic with that Forte.
I was gonna say he started off.
All right, Akuma versus Forte. That's a match that I'm sure nobody knows, but
it's very unconventional. You don't see this every day.
Definitely not. But Chaos looking real comfortable. All right, ski off the wall, get out of that situation.
Way to make some distance over
Time
there.
to guess.
It's going to be hard to pick off El Forte. It's hard to pick him at all. He's all over the screen half the time.
Definitely.
And that's kind of going to work against Akuma Dr. Chaos because he's not going to be able to go ahead and say, look, I'm going to combo you. There's not much of a chance for that happening. Because for every time he goes ahead and tries to pick him off, he's already got, first he's got a reverse, as you can see right here.
There you go. Now, traditionally speaking, Forte wants to mix your shit up off of a knockdown. It's a little bit weaker against Akuma because he can teleport out.
Yeah.
But Ski Sonic does have specific setups to deal with Akuma teleport.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see some of those if he gets off. Chaos off to a nice start this one.
Oddly enough, you don't know if they're going to be trying to play more careful this time or not. They both look like they're going out for blood at one moment and then they back off. This is how you play it.
All right. Chaos takes round 2 comfortable.
Yes.
Yo, Brandon, you got that PhD, son?
Down to the last round.
Yeah.
Oh, we're starting it up.
He's taking a very aggressive approach now.
That's a lot of damage.
That
on
was
Forte.
a quarter of his energy just taken off in the span of less than 10 seconds. He's going to go ahead and try to
nice
put the pressure, but he got himself out.
All right. Ski trying to make something work right now. Nice EX run back into Tortilla. All right.
Yeah, he's definitely on his grabs. Definitely has a good set of grabs.
Oh, that was almost sexy. But that was.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
I'd say both evenly matched in life bar until just a moment.
Oh, here we go. It's done.
Oh.
And let's see.
On by a thread.
Let's hope for not an upset, but this may just be it. Oh. Very impressive. Very impressive.
Right there.
Yeah. It was so close to going into the front. Was just about to go ahead and try to make his comeback.
All right, now we got the Juice Box Abel stepping up, play against DMG Chaos.
Well-known plays right here.
Juice Box Abel, I think it's his first time on the East Coast. You know, he's been tearing up Arizona, tearing up West Coast tournaments, doing really well. East Coast is a different game on the East, not necessarily better, not necessarily worse, but definitely a different game on the East.
Yeah, you got a turtle game on the East Coast, you got a rushdown game on the West Coast. Let's see if it ends up mixing up well.
We're gonna keep that in the tuck right now.
Oh, we're keeping that on the bottom?
Keep that in the tuck right
so
now.
he doesn't get like his sponsorship?
After he gets signed, I mean, we can blast that one off. We're having the ceremony later. Ceremony's a little bit later.
All right, we got Abel and Akuma.
Excuse me to interrupt the ceremony. This guy got blown up. 3-1.
Oh man. Ryder, I mean not Ryder, Juice Box Abel.
Yeah.
Very strong player. The Akuma matchup was really bad in vanilla. It's supposed to be a little bit better for Abel. Although I played Dr. Chaos with my Abel last week and he fucked me up. So I don't know if Juicebox has the Akuma experience, but we'll see. I know there is a couple of Akumas in Arizona, but I don't know how much he plays against them.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I mean, like you said, you got a Shoto character against a grabber, and I said he's going to do his very best to keep away or keep the pressure on him so he doesn't think about using any fireballs at this point. You know?
Chaos is using the exact same setups he was using on me last week. He dropped the combo. I mean, Juicebox didn't block it, but he dropped the combo.
I mean, the pace is with Akuma right now.
Juicebox is missing his combos right now. He's missing his link into stand Fierce. But he gets that.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. He just might.
We're dancing. We're dancing.
Yeah.
We're dancing. We're dancing.
That's very good.
Steve H dancing alongside with him.
So Juicebox is having a field day with that one.
Juicebox blows up that teleport.
Oh, wait a minute. All of a sudden, he's got his facing back.
Nice neutral.
Does he not?
You're good.
This is going back.
Oh, where's the uppercut? Chaos?
I was gonna say, this comes in handy for a grabber. You got it. You got it.
Chaos baited the jump there, but didn't react with the uppercut.
Yeah. It just
Steve
goes
H
to
is
show.
feeling it.
As long as you keep the pressure on a Shoto character, there is not as much of an opportunity to go ahead and throw a fireball or do anything else for that matter. You know?
I mean, that's true, but Akuma's different from most Shotos in that he has the teleport, so he doesn't have to really throw fireballs so much.
He doesn't.
Juicebox is in there right now.
And at the same time, you're playing against Juicebox. He's going to go ahead and get some air, see if he can possibly just keep him at a distance.
Already won.
Trying to use a little bit of psychological.
Already won.
Juicebox playing real lane right now. I like it.
Yeah.
A lot of. There you go.
Oh. What can you say about that? And a cross-up kick that you wouldn't think would happen.
Juicebox takes that one.
Very, very good.
Hat Boss Legend.
You got to give it to him.
Going off to the side.
Yeah. This man is on fire, making his debut on the East Coast.
We're going to make it tough. We got this. That was it, sir.
Yeah.
That's it. Team Steve H moves on.